Welcome to our podcast. What she said.
Hey, this is Audrey, and this is Courtney, and we are the Girls of 95.
Yeah. Girls of 95. Yeah. Yeah. Girls of 95. Oh, yeah.
We're back, baby.
And we're back from peeing and adding the tortellini.
Yeah, this isn't a two-parter. This is just us recording twice in a day.
Yep.
So, hi, guys. Welcome back to the Girls of 95. I am Audrey.
I am not Audrey.
Let's name our middle names. I'm Lynn.
I'm Danielle.
Great. Now that we have that settled.
Now that we do have that settled, here's the thing that I need to settle with you.
What?
No, guys, I just thought a funny way to start this episode would be to tell you. So I was like texting somebody, and then I started talking to Audrey. We just started having a conversation. I didn't realize it was recording what I was saying, but not like recording my voice, like literally text to speech. So it was like just texting out a bunch of stuff. So I'm just going to read you that message, okay? It says, by the way, we were talking about Haley coming to visit, okay?
Yeah.
So the random stuff in there.
I have no idea. So good.
Okay, it says, NFL movie. I guess I'll like, but it's going to be so soon. Like, literally, they're moving in just a couple weeks. And I was like, and then it'll be easy for you to, Steven, pop over. He didn't say, like, yeah, and I fully intend to go visit her. I literally going to reason I've seen them is because, oh, shoot, the thing's in.
And that's it for this week, guys. Bye. No, just
And
kidding.
goodbye.
Yeah. No, that's epic. That's so funny when stuff like that happens. It's just like wild.
I know. Also, look at this cute
Oh, wait, I
picture.
have something
This is
to-
one of my kids stole my phone today and took this picture.
She's
So cute.
Here, this is a good one that I sent the other day. So, as you guys know, I'm a lightning girl. I love the lightning. Do you have a
She
big lightning?
loves a good lightning strike to her.
I do. But I was watching the game last night. Today's Tuesday. We watched the game on Monday. And I was texting Ryan, but I was also texting his mom, Jean, like at the same time. I was like trying to get her like login password, but then I was also texting Ryan about the game. So this is what I texted. So before I was texting Ryan and I was saying like so basically the game, we got a goal and then it got it redacted. Like then they took the goal away because they found that there was a penalty. And so then we got off that penalty call and they redropped the puck. Within 2 seconds, we scored another goal. So we were just like,
Call a penalty
that's
on
right.
that.
Yeah, like we're great. Then they found another penalty. They were just
just looking for penalties.
they were just like, so I texted, like literally they were getting back to the coverage and before they could even, like the announcers were talking and they missed the puck drop for a second and then it just went to them and it was like, goal! And I was like, so I texted Ryan and I said, oh my God, WTF, what just happened, LOL. Like, the guys are all like, woo, TNT, and then goal. And then I said snap, LOL, because then they were saying, like, no, there was a hand pass, like, that's not a goal. I was texting Jean at the same time, and she sent me the password to log in, and then I said thank you, and she said love you, and then I said love you too. And then I texted, dude, we about to wring their asses out. They're about to have so much heat. Like texting Ryan back because I was pissed that the second goal in a row got redacted. And so I was like texting
Yeah,
literally we're about to go like we're about to go like Encino mode. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
to have 2 goals redacted, like we're about to freak out and we're going to freaking win this game. Texted that. And also Ryan's mom doesn't cuss at all. And she doesn't really zero cussing. She hates it. And I said, ooh, haha, lol, sorry, Jean, meant to send that to Ryan. Haha, this game is intense. And then she was just saying, she was like, I'm laughing so hard, you're all good. And then I texted Ryan like that, and he said, LOL, that's why no cussing is a good thing. I'm trying to cut back my cussing a little bit, because I do cuss a lot. But anyway, yeah.
Couldn't be me.
It's just funny with stuff like that.
No, I
happens.
accidentally text. Yeah, I did that the other day too. Because I normally, if I am texting, I'm texting like, I either don't text anybody.
Right, or I'm texting
6
people
5
at
people.
once.
Exactly.
That's literally how it be. That's how it be.
It how it be. It how it be. It how it be. It how it be.
Anyway, guys, but the point of today's episode is we're going to go back to our glory days.
We're going to deep dive. We're going to do a documentary style episode.
Yeah. We're going to tell a high school story.
Think Project X.
Woo! Woo! We have many high school stories because we were friends in high school. In case you didn't know,
We
been friends since
also,
we were 3.
we did attend high school. And
We
we
were
were
friends.
once friends in high school.
Yes, facts. So I know we've been saying too, like we don't want this to just be a high school story podcast or whatever. Like we want to
haven't
do other
told that
stuff.
many.
But we haven't told that many. I don't think. I think we've done a good job. But there are a lot of funny things that happened to us in high school, and I just like to just take a moment because like we're gonna turn 27 this year. Like we've been out of high school for almost 10
I
years.
vomited.
Almost 10 years. Isn't that
Stop
crazy?
it. Ew.
And-
Ew. That's actually sick.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah. We graduated in 2014. So yeah, about almost 10 years.
That's actually
And
tragic.
yeah, so
Thank
you
God
know,
we look like we're. People tell me I look like a teenager all the time, so it doesn't
I
feel
know,
like
me
the time
too.
has passed.
They-
Because if I
they're
looked
like,
in the
I
mirror
thought
and
you
I
were
looked like I was.
Yeah. But anyway, so we just have a lot of fun memories and like funny things, and it's just funny looking back because I am like 180 different than like how I was in high school. I still have
Bleeping fate.
because I needed to stir the tortellini.
Yeah, guess what, guys? Of course we would have a bleeping
To be fair, it's not our fault.
error.
To be fair, it's not our fault.
To be fair, we're not experts. And if you
At
just
this
saw
point, you
the
think we
life
would be.
drain from my eyes, if it looks like I'm half corpse now,
You know what?
you ain't wrong. It's because I sang a second years of my life.
Yeah, I don't even know what we were talking about last time.
I
but,
literally was. Did you see my look in my eye?
What?
She kept looking at me and laughing because she knew I was so
Oh yeah.
pissed off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how often do I get really mad?
Never.
Never. But this stupid camera that I love so much because it's working now.
You know what? We're about to tell a story about when you got
The time I
so
was really mad. I was fuming. You guys,
Yeah.
this just got me riled up just so I could really get in the zone. So let's set the scene,
Yeah.
okay? We were in our senior year of high school.
Yes.
Was it the summer? It had to be the summer before senior year of high school or the summer after.
Yes.
I think we should say
We
the
have
summer
to-
after to feel better about
Let's
ourselves.
think about who Haley was dating.
No, it
that
had to be
could
the
help
summer
us.
before because...
Okay. Because
Or
that's
no, maybe it
she's-
wasn't this during summer.
Yeah, I
Was
don't
it?
think it was during summer. I think it was
Oh,
just...
no, it had to be because we were working at the pool.
Oh, okay.
So it had to be the
before
summer
senior year.
before senior year, I think.
By the way, my parents don't know this story. This will
They
be-
don't?
No, this will be the first time they're hearing it. So
Wait, I'm not gonna. I'm literally not gonna like say one thing that would like.
well, I'll cut it
I'm
out.
gonna throw you under the bus. You're not cutting it out.
Oh, just do whatever. Mom, I'm sorry, and I love you. Don't be mad.
It
at
all
me.
turned out okay.
But
so
basically-
there's nothing to get that mad about.
Basically, we had a party. My parents were going out of town, so we decided to throw a party.
Yeah.
We do not do this, okay?
No, this is why it was like why it's episode worthy because this was the one time that we like tried to be like real high schoolers.
And it backfired.
It really backfired.
So,
now
Mom-
it's left a really funny. It's like
Yeah.
it's a story I cherish though.
Mom and Dad, so just if you are mad, just know that nothing bad happened, and I was literally repenting for so long about it.
My parents have heard the story so many times though.
Yeah. So
No, they think it's funny.
I
now.
just felt bad because it's at my parents' house that I did.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I
But
know.
like, trust me, I've already been like,
She's already said all her Hail
I like how
Marys.
I'm saying all this. I'm literally an adult, so it's like they can't get me in trouble. But like, I just don't want you to be mad. That's the
Please
thing.
don't be mad, Cindy.
Anyway.
And anyway, so yeah, so basically Audrey's parents were going out of town. All her idea, she says, I want to throw a party while my parents are out of town.
And
And
it's
I'm
like
like,
a party because we would have friends over. I would have friends over all the time. My parents were pretty cool. Like I could basically not do whatever I want, but like
if
I
they
could,
weren't home, they didn't really care.
if I
too
had
much.
people over at
But
all.
I feel like that we always like told them it was just a few and it was a little bit more. But we just
Yeah.
didn't have a huge friend group.
No, we
it was
didn't.
always like our core friend group and then whatever boys we
like
were
people
hanging
from
out with at the
pool
time.
or whatever. Yeah. So
But serious, that was what it was. It was
Yeah.
like
And
us,
it was
the same
always-
girls, and then like whoever our boyfriends or crushes were at the time.
like before this party, I think the biggest party I had at my house was me and all the girls and all of our boyfriends came over to watch Insidious. You know what I'm saying?
A night to remember.
So like that definitely like I had more people there probably than I should have, but like we weren't doing anything bad. We were literally just watching a movie and like, you know. So
Yeah.
it was never
Anytime there's a lie
Yeah.
involved, it's not that great. But it was like this was the first time we'd ever actually done anything that would like get us in trouble.
yeah, like we knew this would get us in trouble if somebody found out.
Did
like,
we
when
get
they
in
found-
trouble?
Well, my parents
No.
if they did know, they didn't say anything to me.
Yeah, I'm curious if they would know.
Yeah. So, Mom, comment on our Instagram.
Yeah,
Also, don't be
message
mad.
me, Cindy. And please don't be mad. Also, that I was involved.
Anyway.
Because this was not my idea.
So yeah, this is the summer of our senior year. We were never the people, we've talked about this before. We were obviously popular in high school, but we were never like the people that threw the parties. We weren't like,
I wasn't even really attending.
yeah, I would a little bit with my like friend Kaylee, but like it was always pretty innocent, you know. I
literally never got like drunk until like I was this honestly, I really think it was after our senior year.
You do? Mm-hmm. It could have been because we worked at the pool.
I think it was, and the person I was dating at the time, it was like not a new relationship. I'm positive.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, think of who would have been your date there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and this was like I'd been with him like a year probably.
Okay, but regardless, like because Tony Soprano, he's back.
Tony Soprano.
But yeah, so we decided that we were going to throw a party. It was going to be fun. We were going to invite, like, not only our friends, but, like, we were going to invite other people, too. Like, I invited a lot of people.
Here's the thing, though. We were like, okay, we're going to invite our friends, and we're going to invite, like, the people we get along with that we don't hang out with, but then those people invited people, too.
Yeah.
And that's how parties go.
I told them, too, because I told
like,
a few
you can
people,
bring people, but then they, like, brought, like, a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, I told a few people, too. I was like, yeah, you can bring them, that's fine. And then it just started getting, like, more people and more people and more people. I say this like it's like a Project X situation. It is not at any means. I think total we had maybe 50 people there. But still, that's pretty big
That's
party,
a lot of people, though.
You know,
yeah.
definitely.
And especially when it's becoming like, this people that started showing up were the people that were like always the party goer people. And the people like we had no relationship with them.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably like didn't like them that much.
No. And where I lived too, so I lived out in the country. I lived at this house, and we had a big...
That my dad built.
Yeah, her dad did build it, actually. But it has a lot of property in the back, and so my whole thought process was, yeah, I could have people come. It's the summertime, like, I'm going to lock up the house. I'm going to give a key to me, Courtney, and Haley, and they like, literally are only allowed to get more drinks or to go to the bathroom. And
it's, like, only us and
our
dates.
I said, you are allowed to accompany a girl into the bathroom to go to the bathroom. Guys, you have to pee outside. I don't care who you are. You're peeing outside. Only girls can go in to go to the bathroom, and they have to get right back out. Nobody can use my fridge. Nobody can use anything else. Nobody can eat my food. Nobody can play with my dogs. Like, none.
Yeah.
You go
I will
into the
say,
bathroom,
though, that, like, the
VIPs,
VIPs, there was, like, I had a boyfriend and stuff like that, so obviously, like, they were able to come.
But that was my biggest thing. I was just like, I have a really nice house. I also have a house, too, where we have a lot of guns because my parents own a gun business, and I was just like, I just don't want a whole bunch of drunk people in my house, like, tearing stuff up.
We're not even supposed to be having this flipping party.
Yeah.
And she had a really nice, like, big area where we had like a fire.
Oh yeah,
and she had like
backyard.
We had the slab where there used to be a pool, but they put concrete in it.
Yeah, and like I had this big back, not like a deck, but like a back patio situation, and there was plenty of space for people.
It was a great little spot.
And the front yard too was like so big, so it's
there were people just it was great.
A fine situation.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So I was like, nobody needs to go in the house here. Like you three get the keys, nobody else. And I was like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have coolers outside. We're gonna have a bonfire, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and
at the beginning it was. Like we started the party I think at around 7, and mostly our
like
friends.
A little sunsetty. I wasn't there yet because I had to work a pool party.
She had to work a pool party.
So I was me and my boyfriend were showing up late.
But like me and Haley were like kind of like being the host of the night or whatever, and like Haley's boyfriend was there. Well, wait, actually he wasn't. Ex-boyfriend was there, and but like all of our friends from the pool were there. It was basically just like us and our friends from the pool, and like a couple other cool people that we were friends with were basically there, and it was great, and it was going awesome, and it was really fun. We were just drinking. It was a nice time. Had the bonfire going. I think I even had like hot dogs and stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah,
a good night. Then more people start showing up. Okay.
Yeah, as the night's getting later, and then, like, the people, like I said, it's the people who are, like, at every party type people. Yeah. Like, people that I don't think there was, like, people that had, like, we come from such a small town. If someone shows up and I've said 3 words to them my entire life,
that's saying something.
That's saying something about, like, okay, there was just literally random people there that were not our age even, like, older people. That just, like,
like, people, there was that one dude there. Isn't he, like, 30, or not 30, not that old, but, like, 25 or something?
Ew.
There was a couple guys. Like, guys that were...
There was nobody that old.
Or maybe guys that were, like, seniors when we were freshmen or when we were in 8th grade. I swear there was like one.
I
or
can't
two.
think of anybody that was that much older than us.
But yeah, just like a lot of random people started showing up, and it was like, okay, like don't know why you're here, but like, okay,
like I do,
chill.
but
and it's like, and at this point, it was like turning like into dusk, like it started getting more nighttime, and I was still just like, cool. I feel like once night.
Then I showed up when it was dark when I showed up.
Once night hit, that's
all hell broke.
That's when things started getting really bad. So, where do we even start now to get to like the bad?
Here's my thing. I show up and Audrey is bouncing around everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm throwing. Should I throw Haley under the bus? Haley was already pretty tipsy.
She was pretty tipsy
when I got there, which made me mad because I was like, I'm just very protective, especially at this point of her, and she was also in a little bit of a sticky situation in her relationship status at that time. So I was like, the fact that I got there and she was already like, woo, I was like, no, girl, like you've been doing all this and I wasn't here to like watch over you.
Yeah.
Like literally at one point, like she was off, like, and these random dudes that were like not our friends, like the party goer type guys, like came over and were like trying to chat her up, and I was just getting like, I just remember being like, no. This, first of all, she's only a grade below us, but she was like almost 2 years younger than us. So these like older guys that aren't even in school, I'm like, ain't happening. No, sir. So I literally like told my boyfriend at the time, like, can you go freaking get her? And he like throws her over his shoulder and like walks back, and she's like, bye. Literally one of my favorite memories ever. I was just like, oh my gosh, It was so funny. I wasn't like mad, like mean to her, but I was just like, oh, I don't like this, uncomfy.
Yeah.
Like I'm just getting there. I'm always like,
so let's start like getting into the crack. So like the first crack, like people that we didn't know started showing up, and then
right, that's the first one. And then I'm just trying to think of like little random like tidbits through the night.
Well,
I honestly think I wasn't even around you for like a good portion of this.
No, we weren't until like the very end, I feel like.
So I don't know
because
what
I was running
you were
around. I was running around socializing, but also trying to like just keep people out of stuff.
Right.
So like the second crack that I noticed is people kept going inside. Like I don't know how they got like the keys. I don't know if they got it from Haley
No,
or
it's
from...
because you literally started giving it to people.
Oh, I did?
Yes.
Dang it. It was my fault.
There was a couple people that were like kind of our friends. Like they were our friends, but they weren't like in our close friend group, and you're like, yes, but literally just go do this, and then just people started going in.
But then so many people just started going into the house. And
before
that, was, like,
that
the
point,
one
I just
thing
remember getting
didn't
mad
want.
because there was like girls there that, you know, like just there's always girls that like start dancing up on each other at the party, and honestly, that's fine. But like there was these girls who were like, they weren't that drunk, but they just were the type that like I know that they made out every time there was a party, and it wasn't because for any reason other than they just wanted to like make out when they got drunk at parties or whatever. And they kept just being like so close to my boyfriend at the time. I was like, you need to back up a couple steps.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just like little things like that kept happening through the night. Mind you, I was drinking. Like we said, we weren't like big drinkers or anything like whenever we were in high school, like at all. And this is also, we were graduated at this point from high school as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Like probably very, very recently graduated. I figure like right after we graduated high school when this happened. And I feel like that might be wrong. But anyway.
I don't know. It's so hard to, I don't remember.
It's so hard to understand.
I don't know.
Anyway, but maybe it was the end of summer.
Because I know I had another party too. Was that the same night where I had like only our friends come over and it was like so much fun?
No.
Or was that the same night?
No.
I think that was a different night.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying it was a different night. Anyway, we're confused, but anyway,
sometimes.
Yeah, so there's these girls there, they're doing that, and then they're like getting all a little too cozy, and I'm like, yeah, you don't have to back up.
Yeah.
And then Haley's done with her whole situation where there's like two guys fighting over her, which is also fun. I won't tell her part of the story for that because that's just like her own thing, but that was really funny to watch.
That was.
And mind you, I'm literally drinking the whole time. And people are coming up to me like, are you not drinking anything? Because I'm just literally like so sober.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember like getting mad, like, okay, I'm trying to not like get drunk or anything, but I'm trying to just like enjoy myself a little. And I'm feeling absolutely nothing except annoyance.
I was annoyed
for
too.
random things that are happening.
I feel like
I'm
I
not
never
enjoying
even,
myself.
I feel like I never even got a buzz that night because I was just so nervous and like anxious and stuff.
Yeah, and I
so
was
annoyed.
I showed up late, so like I was like behind everybody, and then by that time I'm like trying to do a little bit of like chaos control.
Yes.
Like as soon as I get there, it's chaos control. I'm like, okay,
really
I'm saving Haley from this situation. People are trying to go in Audrey's house. She's running all over the place like a crazy person. Like I immediately was like, I did not party. I did end up, the alcohol apparently was doing something to me. I went and puked it up, even though I wasn't freaking drunk.
Yeah.
So that was sad. So at one point, so I think when I said all hell broke loose, this was when all hell broke loose. Like, actually hell broke loose when I was in the bathroom vomiting. Because I remember I was really mad because, like, my boyfriend was out, like, dealing with that. And I was like, where is he? I'm so sick. He needs to get in here. And he finally comes and he's like, are you sick? I'm like, where have you been, dude?
Yeah.
Little, I've been in here vomiting. He's like, no, literally, it's like going down outside. I'm like freaking wipe my freaking puke off my face.
So the big part of this story, one of our really good friends, should I name drop or should I just keep
I feel like you should not name drop because then that's when things get...
One of our really good friends that we've been friends with since we were like freshmen, he invited his cousin to the party who goes to a different school, right?
He's literally a thing from a different state.
Maybe from a different state. And
we're gonna leave the familial things at that, if you know what I'm saying.
But he was like, hey, can I bring my cousin to your party? And I'm like, yeah, no problem at all. Like, that's no big deal. None. That was probably, like, honestly the first mistake.
How are we supposed to know?
I don't know. Yeah, right. Like, it's just like a cousin.
Like, yo, my cousin's visiting.
He seemed
like,
so nice at the beginning, too. Like, he was...
See, I never saw him as that.
He was honestly, like, so pleasant, so fun to be around. Okay? So, basically, at this
is
point...
when Audrey is, like, seeing the good in people like she does.
Yeah.
He probably was a
This is the point, I would say, it's probably, like, 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It's probably 10 o'clock at night. It's dark out. A lot of people are drinking, like, over drinking. A lot of people are drunk. Like, there's probably, like, half people there are drunk at this point, you know?
Okay.
And basically this girl that I really do not like from high school comes up to me and she was just like, my medication is gone. My medication. Like, someone broke into my car and stole my medication.
And then some of our other friends, like, went and started checking their stuff.
And they're just like, oh, shoot, like, my money's stolen.
Like, oh,
my
I
medication's
had $200 in my car and it's stolen.
And this is stolen, this is stolen, this is stolen. So many people keep coming up to me. And it's mostly people that I think it's only people I hate. Which is the funny part.
It's like, yeah, it's
literally only my enemies. I don't even know why you're there. I don't even know why. I think they just wanted to see the boring girls get drunk, honestly.
Yeah, okay, so here's basically how that goes. And then that's when they start freaking out because they're like, we party together all the time and we leave our cars unlocked because we party together all the time. And I'm like, because I'm like, well, my car's locked.
Right. My car's locked. I live there.
Like, also, I'm just like...
Why do you have money in your medication?
First of all,
in your car?
No, I don't... It's not their fault for getting their things stolen. But I'm also just like, stop being like, we leave our cars unlocked all the time. Because I'm like... Yeah, but you're also here, like, getting drunk. Like,
right.
Why, if you know there's going to be a bunch of random drunk people, are you just like, well, I'm leaving my car unlocked, and I'm leaving $200 and my medication I can't lose. Like, in the freaking... I'm like, just... Also, don't be stupid. But anyway, whatever. And then somebody who shouldn't have...
Yeah, but they were like, yeah, saying, you know, we party with these people all the time. Like, we know they wouldn't take it. It must be the cousin.
It must be the cousin.
Because he's the only
Murder
one.
mystery. He's our outsider.
He's our outsider, and he was like, I know even the people we don't party with here wouldn't do that. Like, it's gotta be him. Like, he's the outsider.
Yeah.
So, they run to this guy, who is trashed.
Also, I think maybe
did
trashed
drugs.
plus...
I think he did.
He was under some influences. That's all.
They run up to them, and they're trashed, too, and just so mad. And they were just like, we need to fight this guy.
Yeah.
And of course he is like, whatcha? Okay, let's fight back.
He's like, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, he's like, let's go.
And we're like, let's not go. So here's our plan. Audrey's outside.
I'm
like,
outside. People
Audrey goes,
like, the Sharks and the Jets are like basically at each other. And I'm just like, what do I do?
Yeah, what's happening? So basically, this is when we're like, literally, we're thinking fast. I'm like,
we sober up
I'm
so
taking
quick.
that guy.
Yeah.
Inside the house.
You had just thrown up and then
and I'm like, I'm feeling great now. So let's take this guy in and like me and the close friends split up. We do it Scooby-Doo style. We're like, Velma and Scooby and Shaggy, you're taking the freaking haunted hallway and we're gonna okay. So we're like split up gang. So we're like, okay, there's a couple other guys that were like pretty good friends with us. Like not super close, but whatever. And they're like, well, let's start looking for stuff. Like maybe because it's because he's like emptying his pockets. Like, you want to see my stuff? Whatever, whatever. So apparently he doesn't have it on him. We don't know whatever happened with that. But anyway, so they're like, well, let's go. Let's start looking around. Like, let's go. Let's get our flashlights on our phones.
So we get flashlights.
Let's start looking and see if we can find people's stuff because like we're getting nowhere right now other than like
People just screaming
it's
at
about
each
to
other
be really bad. Yeah.
in a fight. Yeah.
So, like, you kind of went with those people and we're outside with them.
Helping
And
them.
me and my sister and, like, some of, like, my dude at the time, whatever, like, brought this dude inside. We're like, listen, we believe you. We believe you. You just need to calm down.
The whole time,
I'm
like, I'm gonna fight.
In my head, I'm like, I don't believe you. But, like, our whole goal was, like, we don't want these random people we're not even friends with to start freaking fighting and, like, driving off drunk or, like, getting the cops called on us.
That was my biggest,
that was my biggest thing.
I was afraid the cops were going to get called.
I would rather someone drive off drunk.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, but, yeah, I was like, I don't want cops getting called to literally the one party. Like, Audrey tries to, like, do something nice and, like, have, like, a thing for, like, you know, whatever. That's what's going through my brain. Anyway, so then I end up being like, okay, you do that. And I go outside and say that because there's these people who are, like, still going out. By the way, it's not the people who had anything stolen. It's just random people who want to, like, stir up drama and cause trouble. And I walk out there because there's literally people off, like, looking for stuff. Audrey, I come out, is bawling. Yeah. And that's when, like, I literally, my switch doesn't flip very easily, but, like, when it does,
well, let me just
it's literally only at this stupid camera that's recording us right now.
And then this.
And then when my friends are being attacked or somebody.
So while you're inside, basically, like, I'm just trying to solve the case. I'm just trying to find the stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to keep people, because, like, these people that wanted to fight this dude are still livid. Like, they keep coming up to me and they're just be like, let me in. I gotta get at him. I have to beat him up. And I'm just like, calm the F down. Like, no, you don't. You really don't have to. And, like, so I'm trying to calm them down, but the whole time, like, we'll go off and look for something. They'll run up to me and be like, listen, I know we already talked about this, but, like, I gotta go in and fight that guy. And I'm just like, literally, you've said this to me 10 other times. Like, no, just keep looking for the stuff. Quit doing this. Da-da-da-da. And they were just like, well, I think we should call the cops. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, we are not going to call the cops.
Wow.
Do you know that happened? Yeah, they were just like, we need to call the cops.
I just remember knowing that it was going to get to that point, but I don't know that
They were just like, we need to file, like, missing thing or whatever. And I was like, I understand, but, like, no, we need to keep looking. Like, if the cops get called, like, we're all screwed. So, like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, also, like, drunk people that are stupid. You'd rather get your stuff freaking stolen than be arrested, right?
Right.
Dummy.
So, and then, like, the one person, I understand the medication thing, but I'm just like, okay, well, we got to keep looking for it. Like, you wanting to fight this guy isn't going to solve anything. Plus, we don't even know that he did it.
Yeah.
He's just the outsider. Okay?
Right. It probably was that person.
Yeah, it probably was him. But regardless,
whatever.
We didn't know that,
Anyways.
you know? Anyway.
Yeah, so then I come out to that whole situation. That's what's been happening. And I was like...
I'm bawling.
Audrey's bawling, and then I, like, literally saw red. And I was like, listen up! Honestly, I do this weekly now at my job. But anyway, I was like, listen up! Like, literally freaked out. I was like, Audrey was trying to do something nice. She invited us all out here to have a good time. Obviously, somebody has messed it up. But it's about to get way worse if you guys don't calm down. Because if the cops come out here, like, the person who was literally trying to have a nice night for us is literally going to be so screwed, and so are all of you. So, like, think about it or whatever. And I just started kind of, like, going off for a second. And then this one girl, who I have no issues with now, but, like, at the time was just kind of wild party or whatever and didn't mind kind of, like, rubbing people the wrong way, whatever.
I like her. Yeah. And
okay, I'm trying to be nice about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she was like, you know, she, of course, just tries to pop off. She's not even popping off at me. She's just, like, continuing the stupid shit, basically, and doing the same thing Audrey's been listening to and been crying about. She's like, nah, we're gonna fight this. And I was like, you need to shut your effing, except I didn't say effing. I was like, you need to shut your effing mouth. And everyone was, like, silent.
Like, it was like you could hear
it was girls
in the air. Like, it was like...
It was girls gone wild. I'm not gonna lie, because, like, I know I'm a little bit saucy and stuff on here now, but, like, this is like 18-year-old. Yeah, I think it was honestly like 17, 18-year-old me who rarely cussed. If it was like because I was trying to be cool in, like, a rap song, and I only said it, like, around my close friends. Definitely, like, very straight and narrow. Like, the fact that we were all having this thing, people were, like, coming up and saying stuff to me anyway, like, oh, nice to see you out, girl, like, stuff like that. So the fact that I literally was, like, there, a part of this whole thing, and then I, like, flipped my lid, like, literally nothing happened past that, honestly. Like, not trying to be, like, queen of saving the night, but genuinely,
no, really, everybody
after I
down.
said that, everyone calmed down. Yeah. And I remember, like, I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna go, like, just walk away from this for a second, because I was actually really freaking mad. Like, I wasn't gonna do anything, but I was just like, I gotta walk away for a second. So I walked around to the back of the house, because this is all happening in the front yard. Yeah. And there's, like, a couple guys who are literally, like, the regular party thrower guys, like it's normally at their place. And they're just, I guess, so used to it that they were just sitting back there ignoring the whole thing happening the whole time, which is so funny.
Epic.
They're
So
just sitting
funny.
back there by the fire.
And they're
like,
such nice
chit-chat.
dudes. Like,
yeah, they're
great
literally the nicest dudes.
Yeah.
But I guess they heard that happening and just like walked off or whatever, and they're like, Court, yo, that was crazy. And I just remember being like, yeah, I don't really know, but like, I just don't want like this situation to get worse. Like, I genuinely like don't freaking. First of all, I'm not gonna let anything bad happen. So there's that. Like, past what's happened. If I can control it, like, things are just gonna de-escalate from this point.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was night 1 of training for my current job.
Yeah. But basically at that point, I think everybody was just like, okay, well, what do we do now? Courtney went to the back. I was still in the front. And I was just like, I don't know, but you got to get the F out of here. And they were just like, well, we don't want to drive. I was like, I agree. You shouldn't drive. So sober up and leave.
Yeah.
Find a way home. Call a friend. Walk. Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, but then she also let people in and they stayed.
I did.
In the living room.
But I mean, like, the people that I...
No, all the people that were
with.
causing problems.
Yeah,
Like,
literally anybody else.
No, but
fine.
Haley said, I didn't realize this happened. The guy that we were like, he drove off in somebody else's car.
No, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. So then right after that too, he got somebody's car and started driving.
I think
this
it was
like
his cousins.
Well, this was a little bit later, so I guess like after
Because
that
this has been happening for a while.
That
This whole
happened after
situation.
that, and then basically I went back inside, and I was just like, hopefully they'll leave. And I went back inside with the guy, and then he like wanted to fight people still. I don't know, and then I guess somehow he got out. Like I think our friend who had the cousin, I think took him out or whatever. And
Probably like,
the guy stole the cousin's car. Like the cousin that we didn't know, you know, like our friend, he stole our friend's car and started driving off. And then, Haley's husband gets in the car and goes off and tries to save the day, you know, and like, wasn't he the one that did it? I think he was the one that like,
He
drove
probably, yeah, but he was
pretty
not,
sure.
he wasn't like,
at all.
No.
Yeah. So the cousin left, and I never saw the cousin again. I guess they somehow got the car back. I guess it wasn't him because he was there. Reed was there that whole night, so I guess it would have been.
maybe it was
somebody
it
else.
was probably the other person
Oh.
that got slapped.
Yeah. Anyway, so
We're
like
not gonna
all
talk-
of that.
one of the funniest parts of the story we didn't even tell though, because it's not our place to tell.
Yeah.
We have to have
But Haley was
on.
epic. That's
Haley
all we
was
gotta say.
epic.
Haley was epic, and that was
Me
another
and
thing.
Haley brought silence over the room.
I know, but that was another dramatic thing too that was happening. But Haley was epic.
Yeah. That was so funny.
And yeah, I mean, after that, people just started like leaving. I let my friends, like who were my friends and stuff, and even a few people that I wasn't really close with, but like
We're friends
I
of
knew
our
they
close
were
friends.
cool.
Mhm.
I let them stay the night because I was like, I definitely don't want anybody driving drunk, but I was just like, well, we're gonna calm down now. Like we're not.
Yeah, the party's over.
Party's over.
Party's
No more
over.
drinking. Let's put on a movie. Grab a blanket. Let's go. And so yeah, for the rest of the night we just watched movies, and it was pretty chill after that. But the whole time I was just so mad. But then too, you still have people that are really drunk inside my house, which is what I didn't want. But whatever. But like I think some guy like broke a lamp. And,
I think
like,
that did happen too. Yeah.
and I
was gonna say that.
screamed at everybody because I was still just so mad about the whole situation.
Yeah, after it was all calm, then Audrey lost it. Like
Mm-hmm.
after it was all like resolved. I think he probably screamed over the lamp. Actually, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Like all the worst stuff had already happened.
And
She
there was
just-
still drama stuff happening with Haley that I was trying to like figure out, but for the most part, everything was pretty chill after that.
Yeah.
But the lamp, I was just
The
like,
lamp is like,
I was
yeah,
like-
I've had enough.
yeah. But anyway, and then the next day, I think I got Hardee's with some of my friends, and we watched the sunrise. It was like me and I think like Tori and somebody
It
else.
wasn't me. I was out.
Yeah, everybody else was asleep. It was like Tori and somebody else, and we watched the sunrise.
I
we
know
got
what you're
Hardee's.
talking about though. I think right
There's
after
a picture of us on Instagram because like I took a picture and I was like,
But
watching
I know what
sunrise.
you're talking about. You're talking about the night that like Trevor and all of them.
Yeah.
That was a different time.
That was a different time because yeah, like Emily was there and Morgan and
yeah.
like everybody.
and
all
Morgan
the
was not at
friends.
this.
Morgan was
So
not at this.
1,000%. This was. We had another night where it was just literally the people who were not. That like we didn't even drink that night. We just hung out.
Yeah, it was just like a fun time.
Anyway, but guys, may this be a lesson to you to not drink. What's that called? Sorry, guys, it's a rough week. I cannot think. What's it called when you drink underage?
Truancy? No, that's when you skip classes. What is it?
Well, we can't.
I don't know.
Neither of us know.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a word other than underage drinking.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, maybe there's not.
But anyway,
It's not truancy though. Also, I have an itchy scratch in my nose.
itchy scratchy nose.
I was, yeah. Also, you know what?
Wait, I have one more thing to about the story. And then
Go
we can
ahead.
move But yeah, I don't think my parents ever found out, but they did come back and they were just like, why is the ground burnt? And I was just like, oh, I had a couple people over, we did a bonfire. And they're like, okay, absolutely not. Never do that again. Like, you could have burnt the whole house down. Like, that's, you can't just put a fire in the middle of the yard with nothing around it. Like, you can. But they were like, never do that again. And I was like, sorry.
We're like, little did you know.
That morning, too, I was like, my house was trash, like, inside and outside. And I just remember, like, I had 2 hours before they got home. And I just had to run and just clean. People were helping me, too. I don't think you were there. I think you did you leave that night?
No, I stayed there.
You stayed the whole night? Mm-hmm. Maybe you left early because you had, like, tennis or something. But it was, like, me.
God, I hope not.
Probably. Me and a couple people.
I think I probably just had to work, so I probably had to go home or something.
Maybe that's it. I think Kaylee was helping me, too, but... Yeah, that was like wild. I was going so fast, and then I was like, well, they can't see the can, so then I even like took the trash to like McDonald's or something.
Wow.
Because there was just like beer cans, like they would obviously know if they checked the trash.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
That was, yeah. But
yeah, the not real parties, but the hangouts that we would have like in Audrey's like media room were way more fun.
Oh my God, so much more fun.
When it was just
Well, it's funny too because like we mentioned, we had a party later. There was no drinking. It was all my favorite people. I think it was like a graduation thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know if it was before or after.
That was after our senior year.
Okay.
That one.
It was right before college. It was a going away before college party.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that was just like the
sat
best
on Audrey's
time.
little roof.
That was the best time ever. And I was just like, man, why didn't I just do this the first time around? Like, this is so dumb. Like, it was just me trying to be cool and trying to like be epic before I go to college. Like, I felt like I needed to do that before. Anyway, guys, any other crazy things from high school that we want to share?
I don't know, but I feel like you should be shot for posting these.
I know, I love it.
When I was deep in cancer, deep in cancer, had no hair.
Oh, one of the
no eyebrows, no eyelashes.
Yeah,
I was just a potato for a face.
One of the funny things that it was right when Courtney got her permit, and we were driving around, and her mom would always drive with us, obviously, because you have to have an adult, and we would just like sit in the back. And one of our other friends, she broke up with her boyfriend or whatever for a little bit, and we were driving around, and I saw like where he was, and I yelled jerk out the window,
which is so PG. Is
funny. We were like 15, and Holly was just like, Audrey, like, don't do that. This is like our car. Like, they know it's our car.
She's like, yeah, they're like, that's Courtney's car. You're gonna get her beat up. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Audrey like, sorry. And I remember I was just crying laughing
because I was sticking up for one of my friends. Yeah, that was always a good one. What are some other? Do you have any others? Quit looking at the pictures. Come on, bro.
No, it's giving me inspiration. What are you talking about? Quit looking at this is high school. This is high school. No, that's pretty much the craziest thing.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of... I mean, there's so many other crazy stuff, I'm sure, but I can't think of it at the moment. Okay, now we're just on some inside jokes that we can't tell you about.
That's funny.
It's so good.
Obviously, I'm not blocked on some of this, though, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, but yeah.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. And guys, this is just don't let your kids ever drink, ever. Bad things will happen.
Yeah.
For the rest of their lives.
Kids, be honest to your parents.
That really is.
Because I bet all of
my parents knew I was at a party. That's the difference.
Mine didn't.
Yeah, my parents knew. I'm like, there will be I mean, they didn't know the extent, but I'm like, I'm going to Audrey. She's having some people over.
Yeah.
And they probably were just like, don't say more.
Don't say anything else.
Don't say anything else. We don't want to know more.
Yeah.
But don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
And we were out there doing stupid stuff. Look at that.
Man.
I will say I was the least stupid of all.
Yeah. I would say that's a fair statement. Yeah.
I was the least stupid of all.
That's good. Well, anyway, guys, we're going to go eat some tortellini. Kind of
tortellini. That's what I was going to say earlier. I was just like, you know what I'm thinking? Tortellini.
Tortellini. I messed up the recipe, though.
I don't care. Stupid. I want some tortellini.
It'll be good, though. All right, well, peace out from the girls of 95.
Goodbye.
Bye, yay. Beignets.